Larry says, is the security assessment process tied to the position of being an IT auditor or an IT security auditor? I've heard some professionals say that audit is one of the fastest ways into GRC. So this is a couple things going on with this statement in question. Yes, so security control assessor is similar to what you would see in an IT auditor or IT security auditor. We're doing the same thing. We're looking at the security control features in an organization, and that might include not just scans. A lot of times we focus on, okay, it's a bunch of scans. It's not just scans. We also have to look at all the documentation. We have to make sure the personnel are doing what they say they do. We have to look at physical security. We have to look at wireless, like is your wireless secure. It's a lot of different things, and it could even include just straight up source code. It could be just you have an application security audit, and all you're doing is looking at the source code for a web application or something like that. Or it could be a cloud assessment where you're just making sure that the IAM of AWS is secure and people aren't using their root account to do everything on AWS. Or you could do, it's similar to, if most of the people who watching me have been through some kind of audit. It's very stressful. It's a lot of documentation, and a team of experts come in, and then they are looking at every aspect of your, it could be financial, like if you've ever been through a financial audit, or if you've ever been through a I don't know, HR audit or whatever, that it's similar to that. So that's, that it's the same thing. An SCA, or security control assessment, is similar to an IT audit. They might do slightly different things, but we're looking at the security features of an organization, at the processes of the documentation, and sometimes even are they in compliance with whatever laws. It's really important. The reason why you have these massive cataclysmic failures is because people don't listen to audits and assessments. They don't listen to the data that comes from the audits and assessments at their own peril. I'll give you a couple examples. There was an audit in Texas, not even security related. They were looking at the weathering, and this was in 2008, 2009. They were looking at the weathering of the Texas infrastructure. And the auditors came through and said, yep, we definitely need more weather. They pointed it out, like we need better, we need something that is sustainable, that can withstand colder temperatures, because in the past we've had colder temperatures. We need something that's more sustainable on our electrical grid, on our windmills, all that kind of stuff. And they delivered that report to the Texas government, and then they ignored it because they're like, we're not going to put weathering on anything. Like, there hasn't been a storm here in 20 years, right? And then guess what happened? A fucking storm came and nuked Texas, and then they didn't have power for like a week. Because they ignored the freaking assessment. And for those who say, oh, we don't need regulation, we don't need, like, give me a break, man. You're not fucking Jeff Bezos. All right? You're not Jeff Bezos. You're not Elon Musk. Right? You're not a billionaire who's arguing about land disputes that's costing them $500 million for those kind of regulations. We're talking about basic security best practices. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about protecting your banking information, PCI DSS. You think that that's going to go away because they're doing away with regulations? Get out of here. Get the hell out of here. That's crazy, man.